Hey everyone, welcome back. Unless you're currently washing your windshield right now, chances are your windshield's filthy. Well, today we're gonna show you 5 steps on how to deep clean this windshield, and make sure you stick around for the 5th step, because if you don't, you might as well not do 1 through 4. Let's cover it. All right, the first step is going to be to decontaminate the glass. And this is a little bit different than just cleaning the glass with a glass cleaner. Glass cleaners are going to get off residues, dirt, grime, things like that. But there are actually bonded contaminants that are on this surface of the glass that need a little bit extra attention to remove those when you're deep cleaning. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can use something like a clay bar that's going to remove surface contaminants, things that are bonded to the glass, but it's not going to really deep clean the surface to remove any kind of like coatings or silicones or things like that that are on the surface. Then you have people say you can use like a quadruple zero steel wool. Again, that'll take off like the bonded minerals and things that are stuck to the glass, but it's not going to remove if you have any kind of rain repellent or old coatings that are half on, half off. If you want to thoroughly deep clean the glass, you need a dedicated product like a glass stripper here. And we're going to show you how to put that on. It's not only going to take off the bonded material, but also any kind of old, half broken up coatings, so we can get down to a factory clean glass. All right, if we're going to decontaminate this glass quickly, we might as well do it the most effective way. And to silence any haters on the most effective way to be doing this, I'll show you. This windshield has a coating on it right now. As you can see, all the beads that are on that surface. Let me dry this up real quick just to keep a fair test. So there's 3 methods here. First, we're going to do the 4-aught steel wool. All right, so it's nice and smooth. Next, we're going to do clay bar. For this, I need a little bit of moisture just to kind of lubricate things. And then finally, we're gonna use the glass stripper over on this side. What's nice when you're using the glass stripper, you can see when this is pulling up, you still have the coating on there. So as we go, you can tell when you've removed it or not. Whereas other ones like that, you don't really have that feedback immediately of doing it right the first time. And you can use this on a dual action polisher too if you want. For the sake of giving all these 3 an equal chance, I'm just going to do it with the sponge for now. Now with the glass stripper, you just go through with a towel, wet towel here. I'm just going to wipe that off. Over with the second one. Let's see how decontaminated this glass is. See, it's still beating up. Then as you get over to the other side, flat. So this, it might have gotten the bonded contaminants off the glass, like little minerals and things like that, but it's still left a coating. If you're trying to maintain the coating, you just broken it down a bunch, you just wore it out a lot more. So while some people would say, well, I like to use this kind of stuff because it still maintains the coating, well, you just degraded the durability a significant amount, so it's probably not the best to be doing that anyway. Whereas you go to something like this, you get down to a factory clean glass with a glass stripper. So if you're trying to do this the most effectively, having a dedicated product like that that's designed to do this job, fastest way to decontaminate your glass. So I'm gonna dry this side off and I'll decontaminate the rest with the glass stripper. All right, for anyone that doesn't want to use the included sponge in the package for the glass stripper, you can also use like a dual action polisher. Especially helpful if you're doing like, people who do outside the buildings with this stuff, or like a bus or something like that. You can use it on a dual action polisher like this. Pretty much use any pad. You don't have to do a super aggressive one because the actual chemicals in abrasives in glass stripper are what doing the work, not the pad. So to use it, you just simply cover it quickly. And you know, the ones behind the camera that are skeptical, I hear you, I'm that same way too. So that's why I left this spot. This isn't like this is some harder coating on this side than it is on that side, and we need a dual action polisher to remove it. Just to show it's the glass stripper doing all the work. We'll do this portion with just a sponge. Wipe it down. Next towel, wipe it down. And let's see if those coatings are still intact. So you see flat, all the way across. But in this spot down here by the wiper where I haven't scrubbed it with the glass stripper, you can still see it's still beating up right there because I didn't scrub underneath there. And let's put a bunch of water on here just so somebody doesn't think there's some surfactant or something in glass stripper that's leaving the coating in a flat state. Like this is thoroughly rinsed. There's nothing on that glass now. It's down to a factory clean. So if you want to decontaminate your glass quickly, glass stripper is going to be the most effective way of doing it. Imagine that, a product that's designed to do the job, does it the fastest way. But that's for all the haters that are saying, hey, use 4/0 steel wool, use clay bar. You can get by with that, but if you want to do it effectively, glass stripper's the way. Now, step 2 is going to be take your favorite glass cleaner, and we're just going to clean the outside of the glass that we just cleaned with the glass stripper. It's going to make sure there's no leftover glass stripper on the glass, and we'll be able to clean in under the wipers area, and just make sure this is free of any residues and dirt, grime, anything that maybe the glass stripper didn't get down by the bottom of the wipers. Probably could have just pulled the wipers up, done it there. So if you want to jump to doing something like that, you can. It's typically not a visible part of the windshield, so we're just going for what you can see through the windshield to deep clean it. Let me jump to the other side. If you've been living under a rock, you've never seen a video of us talking about how to clean glass effectively. To do it right, take your glass cleaner, spray it on the glass. You need 2 towels. The first one's going to get the majority of the moisture off the glass. Then you come by with a final finish to wipe it with a completely dry towel, and that's how you can ensure you don't leave anything wet on the glass, because anything left wet can potentially streak if there's any kind of dirt or anything in that streak. So give that a try. Step 3 is going to be deep cleaning those wiper blades. So take your glass cleaner, spray it on a towel. You want to get a good amount of glass cleaner on there. And then pick up your wiper blade. This blade, as it goes across, will pick up dirt and it'll stay on this edge. You imagine an edge that's not smooth, it's gonna leave that wiper blade from sitting flush onto the glass, and then that's how you get those streaks going across your windshield. So all you do is take that spot where you wet it, scrub down the wiper, and there's so many times people go and replace their wiper blades that just ends up being dirt on it. So now's a good time to inspect your wiper blades, see if it's dirty, or if it needs to be replaced. So as you can see, quite a bit of dirt builds up on those wiper blades. All right, now if you just finished step 4 and you're cleaning it and you recognize there's a rip in your blade, now it's definitely time to replace your wiper blade. So we'll show you how to do it on this one. First thing, I need a towel. All right, we're back, forgot a towel. First step you wanna do, put a towel down here, because if you take this wiper blade off and this arm comes down, I've seen so many people crack their glass with that arm coming down when the wiper blade isn't on here. So not every wiper, but most wiper blades are different. There's a couple different styles. For this Mercedes, you just pull this top up. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, you had to push this forward, pull this top up. Maybe put a towel on your hood. Oh, okay, well, that can happen, so be careful when you're taking off your wiper. Maybe put a towel down on the hood too. Who would have thought? So, grab your favorite wiper blade. And these ones come with all different kinds of adapter so it can fit your vehicle. Just gonna pop this off. Find the one that's right for my vehicle. Pop this one in. Slide that back down. Pull the plastic off. Making a mess here. And just like that, new wiper blade that doesn't have any rips in it. Now step 4 here is a really important step, but stick around for step 5 because that's even more important than this part. So step 4, we're gonna actually put a rain repellent coating on the outside of this windshield. We've got super clean glass now, but if rain were to hit that, it's gonna be all smeary when you're driving. When you put something like this on, rain's gonna run right off. And you'll notice this is actually a new visible glass ceramic box with a smaller bottle now. So what we realized, so many people were having so much excess left over. So we said, let's make a smaller bottle and lower the price and make it more accessible to more people. So in the kit here, has everything you need to do it. All the microfibers, the gloves, the applicators. I'm gonna throw these gloves on real quick. All right, if you've never put on a ceramic before, it's super easy, nothing to be worried about. You're gonna be able to lift up the wiper blades so they're not in the way. So you're gonna take the ceramic vial here, pour some on the applicator. All right. And we're just gonna do, I usually like to get the most of the amount of that liquid on the glass, so I'll do like a cross like that. And then I'm just kind of blending it together, going back and forth. What we do is we call this a cross-hatching pattern. So we're gonna go horizontally, and then we're gonna go vertically. And all that does is ensure that we haven't missed any spots and it's a nice even coating across the glass. So how you know it's ready to take off the ceramic and it's curing to the glass, but I'm not sure if you can zoom in down on this where it's black, you see the reflection of the light. Maybe you stand where I am. See how it looks like a rainbow? It's almost like oil on water. Once you start to see that rainbow, that's the solvents evaporating out of the coating, and you still need some of those left over to final blend. So what you're gonna do is take your microfibers, the first one, wipe over the glass. And then the second one, just final polish it, just like we're cleaning the glass with 2 towels. Now, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't really matter which one you're using first. We just color coat them, so that way you know, hey, I've been using gray first, and then I can final finish with black. Because this one's gonna have more of that ceramic on there. This is gonna be final polishing, so you wanna make sure you have a dry one, and it's pretty easy to keep them, the two separate. So let me just do the passenger side quick. Same thing this side. Spread around the majority. And there's levels to rain repellent coatings you can put on. So we have something like our Clean Repel glass cleaner that's as simple as just spray it on, wipe it off like a regular glass cleaner. But something like that's only gonna last a couple weeks of durability. Something like this, the ceramic, will last up to a year. So it's a lot more durability, a little bit more labor going into it, but it's gonna last you a lot longer, a lot more durable on this. We also have a mid-range one, it's a hybrid, it's more of a spray wipe, a little bit more effort, but gets you 3 to 4 months of durability. So whatever fits your level of how often you're going and doing this to your windshield, or how often you want to be going back over your glass, what we suggest, put this down as a foundation, and then you can go and top it with the Clean Repel or the hybrid to get the best durability out of it. So again, I was using the light gray first, so I'm going to go through with that one. Wipe up the excess, come back with the dry one, final polish it, and just like that, we have a coating on the windshield that will repel not only rain, but also if you had like bird poop on your glass, any kind of dirt, things like that, it cleans up so much easier. I can always tell if there's rain repellent coating on the windshield, because if you have like bird poop, you hit it with your wipers, when you have a ceramic coating on there, it just wipes it clean. It doesn't smear the poop all over the windshield. So there's a lot more advantages, because this is actually creating a nice level surface over the glass that doesn't allow things to kind of penetrate into like little nooks and crannies that are in that glass. All right, so you just put that ceramic coating on there. Ideally, we're gonna give that like 2 to 4 hours to fully cure onto the windshield. So if you can avoid driving out in the rain or spraying it with a hose immediately, that's gonna give this coating the best chance of success of lasting long-term for you. So now moving on to the 5th and final step. If you skip this one, you might as well have not done any of the others, because your windshield's still gonna look terrible. So let's get to it. The 5th and most important step, you have done all those other steps and the outside's gonna look perfect, but you hop in the inside, you start driving, sun's setting, and you realize, red light, you still have all these streaks in the inside because you didn't clean the inside of the glass. So this is the most important part, and it's the most overlooked part, because it's usually a pain in the butt for everyone, because you're sitting over here trying to clean the glass, you go and you cover the whole thing, and then you realize you missed spots, or you made more streaks than when you started. So grab yourself something that's gonna make it easier for you to do that job, make it easier for you to have the access you need. So that's why we use something like our Reach and Clean tool. Just go through the invisible glass on the windshield, put the flat side down. And to be honest with you, it's easier to do this from the passenger side, because I don't have a steering wheel in the way. but YouTube limitations, we have a light right here to show you this, so I'm gonna do it from the driver's side. Now, when you're doing this with a reach and clean tool, you wanna make sure that you're maintaining a 30-degree angle. So the windshield's going this angle, I want my arm to be similar to that, and that glides. The farther I go away from the windshield, the harder this thing is to move. So if you ever hopped in, you're like, I've tried those tools, they don't move or anything, put your arm up near the ceiling of the car a little bit more, and you'll see how easily it glides. Another tip of using the Reach and Clean tool, you wanna make sure that you're drying the glass completely. So you notice I didn't put a ton of glass cleaner on there because I don't wanna oversaturate this microfiber. So what we'll do, if you still have little spots you need to touch up, spray those spots. Lost my glass cleaner. And if your microfiber is wet, we sell replacements, but you can put on any microfiber. Probably should do this before I sprayed the glass so you can see me, Brett. But you put any microfiber on here, tuck this in, and we're gonna go through and touch up the spots that I didn't have enough glass cleaner on for the first time. If I'm being completely honest, a little sedan like this isn't really shining this tool in its best light. If you picture you have like a truck windshield or something where you really can't reach the glass, this gives you all the access you need to reach the whole glass from one side of the car. All right. If you've been following along with us in this video, your windshield should be nice and clean. Let us know what you want to see us deep clean next in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if it helped you out. We'll see you in the next one.